Yo guys, what is up? It is MasterChief here, and I'm bringing you guys some Halo 3 gameplay in the background together with a topic, and this is one of those videos where I'm gonna be hyping up Halo 3 basically, and yeah, I already hyped up Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 in my other videos, but anyway, in this video we're gonna be hyping up Halo 3, telling you guys all the positives and highlights of its multiplayer and campaign. And yeah, before we move on to that, I just gotta say, Gamescom will be happening in 2 days from now, and once that comes out, I'm gonna be recording basically the Microsoft or the Halo press conference basically on Gamescom. So I'm gonna be also showing you guys some Halo 2 anniversary gameplay on my channel, and I'll be doing commentaries over those gameplay about all the new goodies that we'll find out about Halo 2 Anniversary's multiplayer and more stuff on the MasterChief Collection. And yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty exciting few days, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to find out some new awesome stuff about Halo 2 Anniversary, including the new map announcement. Now that's probably something which I'm most interested in at the moment. But anyway, so yeah, Halo 3 had a lot of positives, but yeah, I also gotta say, tomorrow I'm gonna also do the Halo 4 positives and highlights video, and this is probably the third video coming out today. I know it's probably quite a bit, but I have to show out the videos before Gamescom releases. Don't want to keep them. I don't want to really keep them until Gamescom finishes. I just want to release them as early as possible. But anyway, so yes, Halo 3 was a very populated game. In fact, it was the most populated Halo game until now. Basically, it had the higher population than Halo 2 did even, but yeah, I think it was actually the most populated Xbox 360 game for quite some time, until Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare finally replaced it when that game released. But to be fair, Call of Duty 4 is actually a very good game as well, but yeah, I'll probably, because I'm a Halo fanboy, I'd probably say Halo 3 is better, but I don't know, I can't say that. But yeah, you can't argue against that. Call of Duty 4 is actually a pretty good COD compared to Ghost, for example. But anyway, Halo 3 had only a few problems. There's only a few problems which I can think of at the moment, but most of those problems will be actually they'll be getting rid of basically when the Master Chief Collection ships. So yeah, those problems were the netcode issues and the lag issues and the host advantage stuff. I did not enjoy those in Halo 3, and I'm kind of practicing Halo 3 right now as well, getting ready for Master Chief Collection. But I'm not enjoying basically the netcode of Halo 3 and the lag that Halo 3 gets in the online multiplayer. It kind of bugs me out and it's a little bit annoying, but due to the dedicated servers of the Master Chief Collection, Halo 3's netcode issues, host advantage problems, and online lag will be finally removed, which will make Halo 3 an even better experience for all players. Basically, that's why Halo 3 was kind of annoying for me at sometimes. I mean, it's an awesome game, I love the freaking game, it's an amazing game, but sometimes these little issues just annoy me a little bit too much, and kind of makes me stop playing Halo 3 to take a break from it. Because yeah, the other day I only played 1 hour of Halo 3, got bummed out at last few games, and I kind of turned on my Xbox and didn't play for a while. So yeah, those problems gonna be fixed entirely forever. We'll never see those problems occur again, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, let's start first with the campaign highlights and positives. Now, Halo 3 is not gonna get the full anniversary treatment like Halo 2 is. Whether or not it'll get the anniversary treatment in 2017 is yet a mystery. Probably unlikely, but you never know. But yeah, at the moment it's only gained the 1080p and 60 frames per second upgrade within its campaign and multiplayer. And campaign will basically stay as the way it was before, and it's basically a great campaign. So the story of Halo 3 is an awesome story. Some people say that story is a little bit confusing. I also find it a little bit confusing sometimes. It had an epic end to the mission. Basically, the Warthog run was as epic as the Halo Combat Evolved Warthog run. Probably even better, in my opinion. And also it featured a pretty cool Easter egg in that video, in that mission, which is the Grunt. Basically, you can find a Grunt, one of my favorite Easter eggs of all time, for Grunt Easter eggs. The Grunt will basically give a speech out of he wants to serve a Master Chief and polish his boots and helmet, which is I find pretty amusing. And obviously the main enemy of the game are for brutes instead of the elites for once, basically. And yeah, I enjoy fighting the brutes. The brutes weren't as strong as they were in Halo 2 actually, to be honest, but it was enjoyment fighting against them. There was a lot of tough enemy types and a lot of different brute types as well, which is a very good positive. Different variety of enemy types, and which were unique in their ways. And plus also campaign missions, most of them were quite long, especially the last few missions like the Ark, Cortana and Halo missions were pretty long actually. I mean the last 4 missions, so I forgot Covenant. Covenant takes place between the Ark and Cortana. Those 4 were very long missions. The missions before them weren't as long, but they were very fast paced and just a lot of action going on within them as well. We enjoyed every single mission, but I would say the last 4 missions that take the longest are my favorites. Didn't enjoy much the Cortana mission. That was a little bit annoying because obviously you had the flood everywhere. I mean, the flood finally got some more types, so they got like the flood juggernauts, which are a new type of flood, and those guys are deadly unless you have a sword. The sword can one shot kill them. Well, not shot, but you can kill them in one hit basically. And so yeah, Halo 3 definitely included some new enemy types, and I said the campaign was very good. And yes, I enjoyed most of its missions. Very fun, a lot of action, and there's also a whole bunch of new cool vehicles introduced from brute weaponry and UNSC, especially the Hornet. I loved the addition of the Hornet within Halo 3's campaign when you first saw it in Mission Covenant. I enjoyed using it in multiplayer as well, apart from on the map Avalanche. I think the Hornet was slightly OP in the map Avalanche, and Avalanche is basically a remake of Sidewinder, one of my favorite BTB maps of all time from Halo Combat Evolved. But anyway, so yeah, campaign was very positive. You had basically the brute chieftains were sort of boss battles, and basically the Oracle slash Free Guilty Spark was sort of like the end boss battle, as you can say. Quite easy to kill with a laser, and he can kill you in one shot with his laser on Legendary, so you need to watch out a little bit. And so yeah, I enjoyed. The brutes definitely had some unique battles with them within their hierarchy system. But anyway, moving on to the multiplayer, we talked a lot about them, and also unfortunately in Halo 3's campaign you witnessed a lot of great characters die. The Arbiter did not die, but Miranda Keyes and the legendary Sergeant Johnson died, unfortunately. Miranda Keyes got killed by Truth, which is kind of funny. Truth was basically like a old broken soul on the end of a Covenant mission, and he somehow put some needles in the back of her back, and she died. And Johnson got killed by Free Guilty Spark, and Master Chief got very angry and just destroyed the Free Guilty Spark into tiny fragments. And yeah, that was basically his revenge. But Sergeant Johnson, we were lucky to see him return, I mean, for Master Chief Collection at least one more time. And then he'll be gone forever. But anyway, so yeah, moving on to Halo 3's legendary multiplayer. There's a lot of positives and highlights to say here about Halo 3's multiplayer. There's only been a few like problems which I already addressed at the start of the video, but let's talk about now the positives and highlights. So one thing that a few stuff that Halo 3 did absolutely amazingly compared to other Halos. Its ranking system. So you finally had a competitive ranking system. I mean, Halo 2 sort of had a competitive ranking system as well, and Free Industry is sort of going with Halo 2's ranking system, but Halo 3's ranking system is about as good, and it's very legendary. I mean, you basically have social playlist and ranked playlists. If you're in a ranks playlist, you have the ranking. You have the awesome ranking system, basically. I believe if you win games, you have a chance of your rank going higher. The highest rank is 50, and basically it's a way of separating players, bad players from good players. If you're only get like matched up against players of your skill or not far off from your skill, and yeah, that's a good way of separating casual players from competitive players. And basically, if you do well in some of your matches and manage to get the wins, you'll go higher in rank, and if you continue doing poorly, you either stay at the same rank or decrease in rank. So I find that a very good ranking system, and I enjoy it. It's a very good way of keeping you playing against players of your rank. And yeah, if you play against level 50 people, chances are they're going to be mega tryhards. But unfortunately, in Halo 3's online multiplayer now, at least, there's a lot of boosters, but the boosters will be dealt with when the Master Chief Collection comes out. So you can say bye-bye to a lot of boosters. They're going to get freaking banned, hopefully, if they dare boost in Halo 3. Which they, hopefully they won't be allowed to, because those guys are suckers. But anyway, so yes, and also I like the addition of having social and ranked playlists. So casual players can enjoy their casual playlist in the social playlist. Occasionally, high-skilled players would come in social Slayer and go for some pop stomping games. So basically, social Slayer was basically for everybody. So basically, playlist just for fun. It includes teams of every skill, basically, from bad players to good players. And you can enjoy all those casual players like playlists like Action Sack as well. I enjoy those. And then you have the ranked playlist, which is where you have the ranks around the 50 and more competitive stuff, basically. I enjoyed that addition. It was a great addition within the Halo saga. Well, it was a trilogy at the time, but now it's a saga. Fun fact. But anyway, so. And plus we had also the Elites return with the Spartans as well. The Elites continue to make funny noises, all amusing. Loved killing the Elites. And this is where me and my friends kind of came up with a name, and we kind of nicknamed the Elites Trampy Elites, or Tramps. It's kind of funny, but there's a few reasons why. Their noises is basically the main reason. It's very funny. They walk like tramps actually as well, do they? But also, for the first time in any Halo, we had customizable armor. And it was a very unique way of unlocking armor, better than Reach's way of unlocking armor in Halo 4, in my opinion. You would unlock armor if you would rank up. Either rank up in multiplayer, or complete some achievements in multiplayer and do some awesome stuff in multiplayer, or by completing achievements in the campaign, or achieving some, mainly achievements in the campaign. So if you complete either achievements in multiplayer or do some awesome challenges, or complete achievements in campaign, you would unlock some legendary armor and some cool ones, especially the Hayabusa armor, which I find very unique. It's where if you find every single skull in the campaign, you would unlock the Hayabusa armor. And yeah, I find it pretty good. And that's basically my go-to armor actually in Halo 3, the Hayabusa armor. And there's more legendary armor that you can unlock from doing harder stuff as well. Most people I find go for Mark 5 armor in Halo 3, but that's also a very good armor set of armor. And also the Elites for the first time also had armor pieces that you could unlock within multiplayer or the campaign. So I really enjoyed the way you could unlock armor within Halo 3. I think it's a better way of unlocking the armor rather than just ranking up and do stuff. Halo 4's way of unlocking armor was actually also sort of better than Halo Reaches, where you had to complete commendations to unlock some of the pieces of armor. I found that also better than at least Halo Reaches, but Halo 3 still had the best way of unlocking armor, and I hope they do the same for that in Halo 5 Guardians. But I'm pretty sure in Halo 5 Guardians we'll see the return of social and ranked playlists due to Free Industries listening to a lot of community feedback, and actually there's been a lot of requests for those two, for social and ranked playlists. So yeah, because basically in Halo 4 you have the CSR in like every single playlist, which was not a good thing, even for most casual playlists like Action Sack and Flood. I mean, I don't think you should have CSR in Flood or Action Sack, to be honest. But anyway, yes, in Halo 3 also had brand new game types that we haven't seen before in any Halo. We had Headhunter, I believe, for the first time. Am I right? Headhunter. And Infection was now finally available in matchmaking as well. And I believe there was a few more, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to be wrong or anything, or put myself wrong, because I might make myself look like an idiot, you know. Because I haven't played most of the playlists. But also you had a few awesome playlists in Halo 3 that would occasionally come up, and where you could unlock some new stuff and achievements, such as the Bungie sort of 7v7 special playlist, and I believe some Bungie members are playing it. And if you played against a Bungie member, you could unlock for recon armor at the time, which is very rare. But eventually, everybody got access to recon armor from the ODST, Halo 3 ODST second disc, basically. So yeah, definitely enjoyed Halo 3's multiplayer. It was a big thumbs up. Apart from the netcode issues, but we'll definitely see the netcode issues get buffed and get deleted entirely. And also, Halo 3's multiplayer run a lot smoother now with the 1080p and 60 frames per second, so it won't feel a little bit awkward while walking with your super slow Spartan. And yeah, we'll never see the lag issues ever again, because Halo 3 had the worst lag issues, in my opinion, worse than any other Halo before, I think. Could be wrong, maybe Halo Combat Evolved PC might have been a little bit worse, but I have no idea, to be honest. But I think Halo 3 did have a worst internet connections. And also, Halo 3 had required a little bit more skill than some other Halos, to be honest. Halo 3's BR, I mean, had a little bit of blue in my opinion. I think it was mainly due to the netcode actually issues as well. But Halo 3's BR had lacked a little bit of range, and you needed more scale to use for BRs in Halo 2, I believe, due to a lack of hit detection and netcode issues. You needed to like sort of pace your shots more, but unfortunately, if you were host, it'll be not much of a problem. You wouldn't need to like pace your shots much, because basically you would have, with host advantage, you would have basically like a super accurate BR. Basically, the host advantage in Halo 3 was ridiculous, but it will be solved entirely in the MasterChief Collection. Yeah, and I think Halo 3 also had some of the best B2B maps as well. In fact, I think, for example, Sand Trap. Now that was a good map. I think Sand Trap is one of my top 5 B2B maps of all time as well. But I think Halo Combat Evolved still kind of had the best B2B maps, to be honest. In just my opinion, I kind of enjoy Halo C B2B maps a little bit more than Halo 3 maps. Halo 3 B2B maps, but that's just my opinion. And obviously, for the first time ever, Halo 3 had Theater mode and Forge mode. Now, Halo 3 did have some good Forge options, and yes, Forge option, some forgeable maps. I believe Sandbox was a forgeable map. That was the main forgeable map that players used within Halo 3, and also they used one more map, which I forgot its name. And Forging gave custom games a new identity, and you could play some awesome custom games, some brand new like mini games sort of in Halo, like entirely like no other game had. And there was a lot of game nights in Halo 3 as well, and it was very enjoyable. And especially like playing maps, some classic maps such as Fat Kid, like those infection based game types. Garbage Man or whatever, Ice Cream Man. Well, I'm not a big fan of Ice Cream Man, to be honest, but Fat Kid, Ice Cream Man, Indiana Jones maps, Drill to China, and yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities for custom games, and Forge was very good. And yeah, it was actually, Forge was like sort of like a next gen thing at that time, to be honest. Like no other game had Forge, like sort of forgeable stuff, and Halo 3 basically revolutionized with its Forge. And later Forge was improved upon in Halo Reach and Halo 4 as well. But yeah, and we had obviously the theater, which made the lives of YouTubers a lot easier. So they didn't, a lot of hardcore YouTubers. I wasn't a YouTuber at Halo 3's time. I kind of started YouTubing at the start of Halo 4's time, and so yeah, a lot of Halo 3 YouTubers were very happy with this, or Halo YouTubers, whatever. They didn't have to like record every single game and hope for a good game. So they would just play and get a good game. Once they get a good game, they would save it to their theater and then record it and post it onto YouTube. Plus on theater you could make it very easy to make montage clips for YouTubers as well. Plus, also, you could post it on your file share for the first time and show your friends like your awesome matches, like flawless matches, and yeah, so on. And also you can put Forge maps on your file share, which enabled players to download files and enjoy them for yourself, which was a very good addition. But anyway, this has been all my positives and highlights about Halo 3's multiplayer and campaign. There was a lot of stuff to discuss in multiplayer, and tomorrow we're going to discuss Halo 4's highlights. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. So peace.